Today we are going to see the 46th stotra. Vistarasthavarasthanu pramanam bhijamavyayam artho nartho mahakosho mahabhogo mahadhanaha. Vistara. Vistara means one which is spread everywhere. So, Bhagavan is the power who has attained all the world in himself. That means Bhagavan at the time of Pralayam, when all the worldly things get destroyed, Bhagavan has the ample accommodation for all the forms to reside in himself. So the entire universe can reside in Bhagavan. Stavarasthanu. Stavara means firm. Sthanu means motionless. So Stavara means achanjala, no movements. Stavara. Sthanu means it's a pillar, so it's fixed. So Bhagavan is fixed as well as he is no change is happening in him. So Bhagavan is firmly established with no change in him when all the situation around him changes. And he has the long lasting entities like earth, which has been established from him. Even after the pralayam, he will start the creation where again this earth has been established. So the Bhagavan can be one and both at the same time. Pramanam. Pramanam means proof. So one who has the pure consciousness can be ready to give any proof to anything. So we always ask for the proof for the intellectual arguments, and we need a proof for the scientific methodologies, and we need proof for the discussions that comes behind the consciousness, and we need proof for all the dharmas. Everything can be given by Bhagavan. When you totally understand him, you can stand anywhere and debate for Bhagavan. Bijam avyayam. Bijam means seed. Avyayam. Avyayam means it is the cause for something. So Bhagavan is the seed and cause for the samsaram. Samsaram means the universe. And without himself not undergoing any change. So Bhagavan is not changing, but he can create new things by changing different elements using the power of Maya. This is called immutable seed. It cannot be muted, means it cannot do the mutation. That means it cannot be created one more time. Bhagavan is the only immutable seed which can exist. So the whole world has sprung from him. He did the creation and he is indestructible and he is changeless. Whatever is happening for the world, and he is the world himself, without which the world can be created, and he is undecaying root or the cause for all the happenings that is around us. He is the essential reality behind all the things that is occurring, and he can explain everything, and we can explain once we know about Bhagavan properly. Artha. Artha means we always think that it is the wealth, but here the Artha or Arthida means one who is seeking Bhagavan for the nature of bliss. Bhagavan is worshipped by all to get the ultimate bliss or the satisfaction or happiness which never changes. Our happiness or satisfaction changes according to the change in situation. But this happiness, the bliss that we are getting from Bhagavan is never changing. We will be fully satisfied. And this is desired by all. And that's why Bhagavan is called Paramatman, who has the power to bless with that ultimate bliss. Moreover, he is also said that when we, the sensuous men, when we use our sense object to go towards the happiness, that is not lasting any time. It will be lasting for some time. But Bhagavan is the ultimate bliss that we all are seeking for. Anartha. Anartha means being self-fulfilled. Bhagavan doesn't need to add any more satisfaction. Bhagavan doesn't need any more bliss. He is full satisfied and he is ready to give that satisfaction to his seekers. There is nothing yet to be fulfilled for Bhagavan. He doesn't have any desire. He doesn't have desire because he is in the state of self-realization. We will reach to the self-realization when we totally detach from Maya. Mahakosha. Kosha means it is the sheath or the cover or the protection that Bhagavan has. It is called Maha, means the great protection that we also will get. We have actually 5 protections that we require for the sustenance, that we will get it only with the power of Bhagavan. For that, Bhagavan still exists in the macrocosmic protection that we have, which we do not even realize, such as the antibodies that we have. It differs from different people. We have certain antibodies which we have to protect against the germs, which we get from the birth, from the womb, from our mother. That is blessed by Bhagavan. That immunity that we are getting to fight against the unwanted germs, that we are getting only through the birth. It is not same for anybody. Even for the twins, it differs. It is all because of the reason of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan decides for each person this kind of immunity on the same condition, on the same place, on the same existing or surroundings. 2 different people act differently because of this immunity that is blessed by Bhagavan. Mahabhoga. Bhoga means again the bliss or the enjoyment. Bliss is considered to be the greatest enjoyment. Once we realize that, we will attain moksha. Our enjoyment is one food or the thrill, or we have that get together with the friends, or with the family meeting, or with the position that we achieve, or the wealth we have, or the a building we have, or the land or something that we possess, or the movies that we see, or the only the instant time. But the ultimate enjoyment is through Bhagavan. Only when you start feeling that satisfaction when you recite the Bhagavan's sloka, only at that point we will have the greatest enjoyment. And this greatest bliss can be gained by the seeker from Bhagavan when you are faithfully doing things to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan gives this happiness to those who is devoted to him. Mahadhana. Dhana means wealth. Mahadhana means the greatest wealth or the supreme richness that we are seeking for. It is given to the devotees. And this is the ultimate bliss. That wealth is not the money. That wealth is not the land. That wealth is not the amount of property that you have. That is the ultimate bliss. When we go to the Vaikuntham, leaving our body here, we do not think about what happens to the body. We think only about the soul. That soul will have the ultimate bliss only when the soul does remember about Bhagavan, when it had a proper body gifted by Bhagavan. And one who has got the whole universe as the wealth. Bhagavan's wealth is the universe and his creations. We all are wealth to Bhagavan. But once we consider that Bhagavan is our wealth, we will attain the moksha. So we are seeing the names. Vistara, Stavarastanu, Pramanam, Bijamavyayam, Artha, Anartha, Mahakosha, Mahabhoga, Mahadana. So we'll be reaching the 434th Namam of Vishnu Bhagavan. Vistarastavarastanu, Pramanam Bijamavyayam, Artho Nartho Mahakosho, Mahabhogo Mahadanaha.